Okay, I have a terrible setup today, but this tripod isn't working. Um, this is Matt, the withdrawal coach again. Just wanted to record a quick video just to talk about the experience that I had when it comes to coming off of gabapentin, the variety of withdrawal symptoms that I experienced. Again, I admit that I did it very poorly. I had no clue that I needed to taper gabapentin back in the day. I had only been on the medication for 2.5 months. And if you have read my story on Mad in America, you would probably know that I ended up cold turkeying from 600 milligrams. And obviously, that was a horrendous experience. I wanted to just go through in this video the withdrawal symptoms that I experienced. So during that first cold turkey experience, I went through mainly akathisia, insomnia, and myoclonic jerks. This was, of course, during this time, I had no clue what was going on. I had been taking gabapentin for post-COVID nerve pain. And, for a while there, I was thinking that this was just long COVID. I was I lacked so much knowledge when it came to just psychiatric drugs and just even gabapentin in general, just what damage it could cause in such little time. So experience those symptoms. It was obviously horrendous because I ended up reinstating the drug about 10 days after stopping the medication, and reinstated at 200 milligrams. Still, I was just doing whatever I thought was best at the time, and I felt like I had been on the medication for such a short period that I could get off the drug quickly. So instead of cold turkeying, after I had kind of restabilized after a couple weeks, I tried to go from 200 milligrams to 100 milligram of gabapentin. This, of course, was not a good idea. I still, was not sure what to do, and I really didn't know much about tapering at 10% of your previous dose. So ended up doing that. That's what put me in the hospital. Just the weight of the experience. I had a lot of mental health issues during that time as well. So ended up in the hospital again, insomnia, jerking, akathisia. These were the common ones at first. Got out of the hospital for after a few days because, of course, nobody, believed me when it came to withdrawal. So I went back up to 200, and then finally, by this time I was just ridiculously kindled on the medication and was just so sensitive to dose reductions that even when I did, a very small reduction from 200 milligrams I went to 195 with just water tapering, and I started to experience what I call internal vibrations. And that's probably been my longest lasting symptom. I still have it to this day. It feels like something, almost like a phone, is vibrating inside of my body. I have felt it in my back primarily, but also in my neck and the back of my head. And then also about 6 months off the drug totally, I started to experience it in my legs. So internal tremors was something that I experienced pretty much right after I began my slower water taper off of gabapentin. Again, a lot of burning sensations throughout my body. I ended up, getting off of the drug about 7 months after I had started taking it. So again, I was on it for just a little over a half a year. And even after going off of it a lot slower, I was able to stay off of the medication, but probably still went too fast tapering wise. I listed out here just the symptoms I experienced: burning skin, fatigue, twitching throughout my legs, visual distortions, headaches, body temperature dysregulation, tingling on my arms, nerve pain, light sensitivity. And like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, a majority of these symptoms have gone away. I feel so much better now, almost, 25 months off, totally. And the two lingering symptoms that I've had, pretty much, like I mentioned, the internal tremors have not gone away, but I've had visual problems, a lot of visual distortion, specifically outdoors. It's almost like light sensitivity, and I just see spots just constantly. So those, the sensitivity with my vision and then the internal tremors have been the primary two that I've experienced, the past 25 months. But everything else has come and gone. I'm feeling a lot healthier. But again, I wanted to do this video because gabapentin withdrawal is just not talked about a lot still. There's a lot of conversations in the support groups on Facebook. There's a lot of conversation now, at least it seems gradually shifting to talking about gabapentinoid withdrawal in general, with the issues with Lyrica, obviously, as well. But again, what I'm trying to do is offer support for those who are trying to taper off of gabapentin or Lyrica, just wanting to help out, to give back to the community that really helped me. So again, I'm offering withdrawal coaching and support. You can check out my website, thewithdrawalcoach.com. I'm very excited to just work with people. I've learned so much over the past 2 years. I really haven't read anything except psychiatric drug withdrawal articles, books over these past 2 years. I just have wanted to give back in any way that I possibly can. So again, hopefully this video might help you if you're struggling with gabapentin withdrawal or Lyrica withdrawal. The symptoms are very bizarre. I don't want to say that, it's as bad as what a benzodiazepine withdrawal would be like, but there's definitely some similarities. And I just wanted to let you know the symptoms that I have endured, just to, hopefully for someone else out there who's going through this to know that, I've lived it, I've walked that path, lost my full-time job, but now I'm back working full-time, married, living a great life. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Again, I'm hoping to expand my services just to help as many people as I can in coming off of psychiatric drugs. And again, I'm Matt, the withdrawal coach. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.